Yo guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about why you're most likely stuck, and also one of the reasons that I believe that you're struggling with actually getting out of your current situation. And I'm also going to give you one tool that you can use to get unstuck and start actually doing things that will propel your life forward instead of just putting you in a position where you're constantly just kind of reliving the same pattern over and over and over again, right? But before we get into that one thing and sort of how you get out of that, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory on how this actually happens. Because as we're born and as we grow up, we have a set of experiences and things happen to us while we're growing up. And these things, they actually instill certain beliefs within us about like who we are, how we operate, and like the person that we truly are down to our core, right? And if you're lucky and if you view things from a good way and you sort of have a good perspective on things naturally, then that's obviously going to be very beneficial for you in the future. But a lot of us don't have that. And so while we're growing up, and especially as we mature, we sort of need to start working on ourselves and how we view situations in order to sort of get that initial like boost and see things from the right perspective, right? So let me just give you an example. Like, let's say you're in a room full of entrepreneurs and there's two different versions of you. You have one version of you that's shy and introverted and doesn't like talking to people and doesn't believe that he's enough and doesn't believe that he has any value to provide to all these entrepreneurs in the room. And then you have another version of you who, even though that version of you either hasn't done anything spectacular in their life so far, that person believes that, yeah, I can go and talk to people, like I can network, I can provide some value, that there is something that I can sort of do to, I guess, leverage my position here. Which one of those two versions of you do you believe actually will make the most out of that situation being in that room with entrepreneurs? Because it's pretty obvious. The one version of you that has the good beliefs, that believes that you can actually like make something happen in that room, even though you might not have like any prior experience or any like past things to sort of latch onto as proof for why you should be able to get something out of that situation, that version of you will most likely 100% get the most out of that situation, right? And that kind of leads me to today's topic, because if you want to get unstuck and you want to change your situation in life, what I want you to do is I want you to stop making decisions based off of who you've been in the past and your current situation. And I want you to start making decisions based off the person that you're trying to become, right? So the next time you're in front of a scary situation, maybe you're in a room full of entrepreneurs, or maybe it's just like going up to that girl and like asking her out, ask yourself, what would the person that I'm trying to become like 5 years from now or 10 years from now actually do in this situation? Would they walk up to that entrepreneur and, I don't know, just pitch them an idea or at least talk to them? Or would they walk up to that girl and like cold approach her? Whatever it might be, but just make the decision based off of not who you are and your current circumstances, but who you're actually trying to become. Because if you're letting your current circumstances direct the way you make decisions, the only thing you're going to get more of is your current circumstances. So sit down and try and figure out and imagine, like, okay, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, like, who's the person I'm trying to become? Like, what does their life look like? How do they make decisions? How do they carry themselves? How do they go about their day-to-day life? And like, try and get as detailed as possible on who you're actually looking to become. And then based off of that, every single day, when you're in a situation that especially scares you and you feel like is going to be pushing you out of your comfort zone, remind yourself that you need to make this decision based off of who you're trying to be and not the person that you've been so far. So that's pretty much today's video, guys. And I mean, this is extremely powerful. When I started doing this, I saw my life start to change rapidly, and it's still a thing that I struggle with. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I do this perfectly either. So cut yourself some slack if you don't have a 100% success rate with this from the start. But just remember that you need to start making decisions based off of who you're trying to be, not the person that you've been so far. And you'll see gradually how life starts changing for you, and your circumstances and your experiences also will change. So yeah, that's pretty much today's video. Hopefully you got something valuable out of it, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Ciao.